Hello and welcome to the Crafty Diamond. I am Debbie. Today is my weekly whip and chat or work in progress. I am going to be working on this diamond painting. Grab something that you would like to work on and let's get started. Hey guys, I am going to be working on White Christmas and I am 2 rows from getting this one done. I would love to get this one finished so I will have one less whip, and I couldn't decide today if I wanted to work on one of my minis for the Paint Gym mini event that Kimbus Crafts and I are hosting, but decided that I would go ahead and work on this today just because I have this on my table already and I really want to get this one finished. I have finished 3 of my minis and I'm hoping to do 3 a week, so I need to go ahead and get 3 more done for this week since those were from last, but hopefully I will get it done and then I can also move to other minis if I want to, because one of my goals for the year, I'll turn that light on. One of my goals for this year is to finish 12 of the mini kits, and we're in February and I have not completed any of them. So hopefully I can get on track. If I can get even one set finished for February, then I can make up the one that I did not finish in January. I can make that one up in the summer because I'll have more time in the summer, or I hope I will, in order to complete the minis plus more canvases. But we'll see. I'd love to be able to do 2 in February, but we're almost at the middle of the month, with this being a shorter month and other whips that I have going on right now. I really am not sure if I want to start on another one yet. But hello, how are you? Let me know. I hope everyone is doing well. Hope you are having a great start to your week and a good start to your month. It seems like time is just flying by. Usually January and February are kind of slow for me, but this year both months have just been so busy. There's just been so much going on, and I just feel like I just cannot get ahead of schedule. I've got a lot going on at work. I actually have something going on this Thursday where I'm taking students to South Georgia, and we are going to a meeting so they can learn more about competition and what's expected of them, and then we'll start preparing for competition. At the end of March, I will have to go for a weekend in Atlanta with students, and we will be doing our presentations and everything that they need to do, and then we'll go from there. So it's just been absolutely crazy. We are still looking for a house. I thought we had found something. We all really liked it. My husband really liked this house. We were actually in the process of putting a contract on it, and then all of a sudden he didn't respond to our realtor. He and I were both at work, so I didn't know what was going on with him. And then when he got home, he said he just did not feel comfortable. There was something that was nagging him, and so he decided against that house, which was very sad and disappointing for Paige and I because we really liked it. So I don't know what the deal was, why he just didn't feel comfortable all of a sudden, but he said he just had this nagging feeling. So because of that, we are still looking. Hopefully with it coming into the spring season, there will be more homes, but then there may not be because of our economy. People don't know how the economy is going to be. The interest rates are still very high in the U.S., And a lot of people are holding off instead of buying a new house or holding on to the houses that they have. So we are still looking. There have been more that have come on the market that we have not seen. We're looking in a different location as well. So maybe we will find something soon. It would be nice because I'm really getting frustrated and over it. It is really stressing me out just because our lease isn't up until September the 4th or something like that, early of part of September. And we are definitely fine within that time frame, but I don't want it to get to where we have to rush and either have another year here and have to pay the increase in the rent because we heard it has gone up significantly. So we don't want to do that either. So we're just kind of at a standstill, and I don't want to get all of our things out. We have a lot of things that are still boxed up in a storage and WIP facility, and I have not put any of my photos out or anything like that. We haven't hung anything up because we don't want to put, little pinholes or anything in the wall. I may have to get some command strips and just start putting some things up, even if I only do it in my craft room, just because I need my things out. I didn't think that it would really bother me, but honestly, it has. It has just really bothered me not having my things out and, around us. And so I really would like to at least get some pictures and things unboxed. So we'll see. We're still looking through Zillow and then what our agent has sent us, and hopefully we'll be able to find something soon. But until then, I am still diamond painting. I have not had as much time to diamond paint, so I am really, really behind. I am trying to get organized this year, and it's really hard to get organized when I'm in a small space. I'm in a temporary space, but I want to at least get to the point where on my diamond paintings that I know exactly what I have. I want to get them uploaded into my app. I also want to have my spreadsheet updated, and I'm thinking about going ahead and unboxing some of mine just to make sure that they're what they're supposed to be. I normally don't unbox diamond paintings until I decide to work on them, but I am thinking that perhaps I should go ahead and unbox and do that maybe once a week, and then that way at least I'll also have some videos for you guys. So that is something I'm kind of thinking about, noodling over if I really want to unbox them, because at least that way if there's a problem I can address it sooner rather than later, not wait until I want to do my diamond painting and then realize, oh, I have a problem, which my luck, that would be what happens. So there is that on my organizing. I've been working on doing stuff around the house too, just basic cleaning and things. My daughter's fiance is in town. He got in on Tuesday. Yes, no, today is Tuesday. Oh my gosh. He got in on Sunday, and he stayed with us Monday night, last night, and he had some dental appointments that he needed to go to, and he had been seeing this one dentist. He had quite a bit that he needed done when he was here, so he had gotten quite a bit of work done, and he needed to go and get something else done that he had already paid for here as part of his plan that he had been working on with them. So anyway, he came to Georgia to get that done, so he's been staying with us. And he's never seen our place. My daughter hasn't either. And so she's like, I want you to give me a tour. And I'd already given her a tour, but she wanted him to do a tour too. So she did. And it's nice, you know, that he's here. But I wish that she was able to come with him. But she's got school and they are knee deep in clinicals right now. So she couldn't go. But it's nice to see him. He had some errands and stuff to run today. He's doing a couple of things for me. Paige had a doctor's appointment today to get her thyroid rechecked and to see if the medication is helping or if she's going to have to go and to get an ultrasound on her thyroid. So we'll see about that too. Hopefully she won't have to. But she's been taking it for a while. What I'm working on now, I know it's kind of boring, but I really need to get this done, and it's so large. It is taking up a lot of space on my table, and as much as I like to do diamond paintings, you know, have multiple going, while I am in my craft room here, I'm thinking it's best if I just whittle these down to two. Like do one large and then one smaller medium. So we'll see how that goes for me. Probably not very well. But it would be nice to have a finish. Still working on my garden girl. It's looking really good. I am down to 2 rows on that one as well. So it's going to be interesting if I get these finished around the same time. That'll be kind of cool. I want this one done, and then I am going to have it ready for framing, if not framed, or do something, have it ready. So around Christmas, I can put this one out. And our garbage is just now picking up. I've been waiting all day, all morning, to see if they were going to pick up, so I wouldn't be on my WIP and chat, and they show up, and here they are. So I guess that's okay. They'll be done in just a minute if I have to. I can try to get it to where it's not so noisy. It is a very nasty, cold, rainy day here today. We did need the rain. We hadn't had rain in a while, but it's been beautiful for the past 3 days. And we've actually sat outside for a little bit, and it has just been glorious. But last night we were going to bed. I heard it was supposed to rain, and then about the middle of the night I woke up. The wind had picked up really bad, and it was pouring down rain. And then it's rained all morning here. It's supposed to rain again tonight around dinner time, and we had planned on grilling out burgers tonight. So now I don't know exactly what we're going to do for dinner. I don't like cooking burgers in the kitchen unless I just have to, but I may have to because with my daughter's fiance here, and he did have some dental work done, it's going to be difficult for him to eat much. And he thought he'd be able to eat a burger if he just kind of smashed it up a little bit, because he's getting tired of soup, and I get it. Today he went for lunch and was going to pick up some ramen, and asked if we wanted anything or if we wanted to go, and I told him no, that I'm going to do that for Paige for Valentine's because she loves ramen. We have a really good ramen restaurant here, and so I thought, well, it'd be nice for her to do that as a surprise for her when she gets off work on Friday. So I told him no, we'll just wait and we'll go and we will do that one day next week. And I feel bad for him because we don't really have a spare bedroom here. We have 4 bedrooms, but they're all used for something. And we went ahead and we got rid of our couch whenever we moved here because for starters, our cat that was 9 absolutely loved our couch as a scratching post, and she had scratched on it for years. And it was a really good couch. It sat really well, but she just pretty much tore up both the sides of the couch. And so we decided there's not going to be room the way that this house is made anyway. We're going to go ahead and just ditch that couch, and then we will buy another couch, or we'll buy something whenever we decide, whenever we move, what we really need, what's going to fit in our new place. So we didn't even have a couch for him. And then we had a spare bedroom bed, and we gave that away whenever we moved because we didn't need it here. There's just not enough room. And then also nobody ever comes and visits us. And so I told him, I said, we've got a blow-up bed that we've had for a long time. I can see if the blow-up bed doesn't have a hole in it, or I can go and buy one. We're close to a Walmart. And he's like, no, that's okay. He said, I don't like blow-up beds anyway. He said, I don't mind sleeping on the floor. I'll just make a good pallet. And so I told him, I'm like, this is hardwood floors here. We do not have any carpet in this entire place. Now, we did keep some carpet that we had left over along with the foam backing and from our other house. And so my husband got that, and they carried it upstairs for him. And so that's what he slept on, was a foam backing with some blankets to also help with make it a little bit softer. And he said he was fine. He said he didn't mind. And he said he could stay in a hotel. I'm like, you don't need to stay in a hotel unless you just don't want to sleep on the floor. That I totally get. But if you want to stay here, because he said he didn't want to put us out. I'm like, you're not bothering us at all. I'll give you the extra key, and you just come and go however you want to. Doesn't bother us a bit. And so that's kind of what he's doing today. And then he's having to stay over a couple of days, and so he was worried about his airfare, if he was going to be able to change his ticket. And so because there's been such bad weather around the country, they were letting you change your ticket at no additional charge. So he was able to change his ticket for Saturday. So he will be here until then. And it's giving Paige company too, because she needed some help with some game that Madison had helped her with around Christmas, I guess. And then something happened. She had to reset the game, and so now she can't get through a certain part of it. And so he said he didn't know the game, but he can help her because he's a gamer. And so that's what they're going to be doing tonight. And so I am just going to sit and diamond paint and work on, I think, Garden Girl, just so I can get her finished. And then I don't know what I'm going to do next. I don't know if I'm going to... I probably will just work on what I have already kitted up, trying to get some of these WIPs done. But that one I work on downstairs in the evenings when we watch TV and on the weekends sometimes. But none of the others are going to work on that, on my little desk. My little lap desk that I use downstairs. But I could work on my minis. So I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do once I finish Garden Girl. Not sure if I will have it finished by the end of the month. But if I did, I don't think I'm going to start on another one yet, because I do have my Josephine Wall that I need to kit up and get started on for the Josephine Wall event. That's not until April, but I will need to start preparing in January, because it's going to take me a while. It's at least 200 colors, and we get a lot of different symbols. And so I've done 4 Josephine walls. So I've done 2 with Diamond Painting Deutschland. So I am very familiar with their symbols, and some of their symbols are different, but I know exactly how I'm going to do it. The same way I did before. So you will see that in March, and I may even, once I get that one kitted up in March, I'll probably go ahead and start on it early, because you don't have to have a new start for the Josephine Wall event. So I may go ahead and get a jump start, because the Josephine Wall event, that one is, it's high up there on things that we do. Like for this mini event, it is really chill. But and Josephine Wall is too, but we seem to have more that we do with Josephine Wall event, just because of how long that it is, the type of event that it is. And events can take a lot out of you. It's a lot of work. So I want to make sure that I can at least get some of mine done. And I have not done one in over a year, so I am so excited to get started on my Josephine Wall and just share with you guys which one I'm going to work on. I need to also work on getting all my accessories that I want to match. So there's still quite a bit to do that I need to work on. Thank goodness I already have my Josephine Wall canvas, because I don't know what it's going to be like with this tariff situation. It is very concerning. I'm concerned for small businesses, how they're going to be able to handle this tariff mess is the best thing to even call it, and what that's going to entail, if it's going to have to change anything. I'm sure that it will. And it's just the not knowing, I guess. But for me, I have plenty of diamond paintings, but that's not the point. The point is that I'm worried about friends that I've made through purchasing from small shops. And you know, diamond painting companies, it's all small shops, and they have to order from China. So it's very concerning, just because the fact that I would hate to see small businesses that, you know, I love, I've come to really know and, you know, respect the owners, and to have to go out of business just because of a tariff, to where they cannot get diamond paintings to their customers without having to pay a fortune, either on the customer's end or on their end. I just don't think that I don't think that is the answer to the problems, but I don't like to talk politics. I don't want to get into politics, and so I'm not. But I just think that I'm not so sure that tariffs is the way to go. Let's see. I am absolutely loving all of these colors in this. I know you can't really tell what this is because I am doing it sideways. I will put a picture up so you can see what it does look like. And when I started back on this, I thought, I'm not going to want to get into this because, you know, it's Christmas. And I'm ready for spring. I do not want Christmas weather. When I started working on this again, I thought, I'm not so sure. But the section that I'm on right now, it's just like the end of a sofa. And I thought, well, this will be okay because it doesn't really scream Christmas on the section that I'm on. And even if it did, I am so excited to be getting this finished that it is fine that it's Christmas. And for me, if I want to work on Christmas in July, September, I will. I don't necessarily go by the seasons. I know that a lot of creators do, and you know, nothing's wrong with that. I'm not saying anything bad about it, but I just like to work on what I'm in the mood for. And if it happens to be a Christmas, I'll just make it work. And this one's so pretty. I love this diamond painting. Now, there are some gaps in here, but you can't tell it if you are far away. And I know the gaps bother some people, but when I look at this at a distance, to me, it is absolutely gorgeous. And I am fine with it. And it's also not like a real tight drill field. And sometimes when they're so close and they look gorgeous, that tight drill field takes forever to diamond paint. So I guess it depends if you want to get something done really fast, or if you want something that you can tell exactly what it is up close. But I am in love with this. I'm really enjoying all of my WIPs. I am going to do a video, a WIP parade, and just show you what all that I have. Haven't done that in a while. So that way you can see exactly what I'm working on. What I have not been working on, I guess. I don't have any plans for the rest of the month, diamond painting or doing anything really. After Thursday from work, I won't have any plans, so I'm hoping that, other than looking for a house, so I'm hoping that I can spend some really good quality diamond painting time the rest of the month. And then in March, I am one of the moderators for the Reagan diamond painting event, and I have so many of her campuses. I'm not sure which one that I'm going to work on. I need to get that done too, because I have to get it kitted up. So there will be at least one new diamond painting that I will start on in March. And I have some really, really cute ones. And it's the Reagan Kubitschek Diamond Painting Group. I am not a host, but am a moderator. And Ditsy's Diamond Den, along with her husband, Dear Helper, and then also Shay of Crafting with Shay. They are the host. And Ditsy had just asked me if I would like to help as a mod in the Facebook group, so I told her I would be glad to. So I've been doing that for a couple of months now. So that's something I need to decide on. I have, like I said, several from Art and Soul of hers, and I'm in between 2 or 3 of them. Maybe I'll put something out there in a link so you guys can let me know, do a poll and see which ones you would like, which one you'd like me to do. I need to get all of mine out to see what exactly has come in from Art and Soul. So let me know if you're going to be doing anything in March that you know of yet. Are you going to be participating in the Reagan-thon? Right, there's that. What else has happened around our parts? Paige did go to Night to Shine. And I'll tell you what, I was blown away this year. This was her, I believe, we've been guessing, going back and forth. I believe this was her 8th year to be participating in Night to Shine, if I have calculated correctly. And this was the best year so far. It was absolutely magical. We went and you have to wait in line, and then you get up there and then you tell them the participant's name, and then you tell them if you want, if you tell them about, if you go, when you get up there, you tell them the participant's name when you get to the tent area. It was outside to sign in. And then from there, you will be instructed to go over to another tent where they're going to assign the person their buddy. Who is their buddy? They're basically, they watch them, but they dance with them. They just keep them occupied. And let me tell you, these people were working their tails off, chasing all of these kids around and stuff. And they volunteer. It is a lot of high school kids, and they are so sweet. And then there's some adults too. So we got up there, and Paige's person that we've had for the past 2 years was not going to be able to attend this year. And she said she was really heartbroken that she really wanted to attend. She wanted to be Paige's buddy again. And she said, tell Paige I'm thinking about her. I want to see her sometime when it gets warmer. Maybe I can come over and we can do something together. And she said, I am just so sorry, but I just can't do it this year. So, I totally understood. And so I told Paige, I said, I'm sorry, but your buddy is not going to be able to do it. You're going to have to get another buddy again. And she said, that's fine. I'll just get another buddy. And then she said, next year, I'm hoping that I can go back to my prior buddy. And I said, that's fine. You can do that. You don't have to stay with the same person that you get this year. And so we get up there, and so I told them, I said, her buddy, she's going to have a new buddy this year, and she would prefer a female buddy. And so they said, okay. And then they looked and they said, wait a minute, she's already assigned to somebody. Did you not assign her already? And I said, no, nobody has told me anything about it. And so they said, well, it is this person. And do you know this person? I'm like, oh my goodness. I said, yes, I know this person. And I said, this is an absolute shock and a wonderful, wonderful surprise. And so I told Paige, and she said, I am so excited. I cannot wait to go in. And I'm like, okay. So it was a male buddy, but he is a father of 3 boys. His oldest boy, I think, just turned 14. He is a member of our church, and he was Paige's first buddy before we even went to our current church. And that's how I got involved with the church, was because of him. Well, he and his wife are just wonderful, wonderful people. And his wife actually is on staff at church. He used to be. And he's had some medical issues. And so he had to stop doing the Night to Shine or doing anything for the past 4+ years. And so then he didn't feel comfortable doing it. He just said he didn't know if anybody would want to be his buddy because of some medical issues that he had. And so we saw him at Christmas for the Christmas Eve service. And so Paige was talking to him, and she said, and she's the one that said it, she asked if he was going to be at Night to Shine, if he was going to be a buddy again. And he said, nobody would want me as a buddy. And he said that he would have liked to, but he said he didn't know. He didn't really go out in public very much anymore. And so Paige said, well, Mr. Blah, she said, I would love for you to be my buddy again. Any girl or guy would be honored to have you because you're so fun and you're just so nice. And so he almost started crying at church at Christmas. And so that was the last that we had seen him or heard about or, said anything. Nobody said anything about it. And so he went ahead and signed up. Didn't tell us. His wife didn't say a word. Church didn't say a word. And I talk to our staff often because of my role at church with the card group. And then I also help with online services. Nobody said anything to me. And so I get up there and I'm like, wow, this is a total shocker. So they're like, do you want him or do you want us to reassign him? I'm like, oh no, absolutely not. No, we definitely want him. And so, and whenever we left, we went and he met us up at the tent area and he said, well, we're about to go walk on the red carpet. He said, see you later, talking to Dave and I, my husband and I. And so we went over there and I said, well, let's go see Paige at the red carpet. So we went over there and Paige and Mr. Blah, I don't want to say his name. I guess Blah is not the right thing because he's really not a Blah. He's a really nice person. But Mr. Blank said, he's like, well, we're going to go and we're going to do the red carpet. We're going to show these people how it's done. And so they walked the red carpet just like you would if, Grammys or Emmys or something. And so they started walking the red carpet and he and Paige work so well together. She really opens up with Mr. Blank. And they are just fun together. She's just really quiet and shy and doesn't dance or do much in public. Well, but when he's around, I mean, she just lets loose because he's just that person that his motivation and how friendly and nice that he is, and it just comes out. And so they went walking on the red carpet and Paige was doing like the queen wave. It was so funny. She was doing a queen wave and they were dancing. He was holding her hand. They were dancing up and down the red carpet. And but the wave, it just cracked me up. Like she was royalty. It was just hilarious. And so they did that, and then the news was there. She was on the news last year. I didn't see her this year on the news, but last year she was, and she said, I hope I'm not doing that again. And then she did not text me. She didn't call me, nothing from 6 o'clock until 9:30 when we found her, and they were finishing up. And then Tim Tebow and his wife came on the big screen from Guatemala and was thanking everybody, and it was just so sweet, and it was just magical. Everybody came together, and all the I shouldn't say kids, they were from 14 to however to adulthood. It can be as old as you want as long as you're at least 14, and everybody, they're just themselves. They're all just laid back, and there's kids, they are young adults that are in wheelchairs, and there's some that's in walkers, and then some are walking around. But the ones that were in wheelchairs, when they were doing different dances and things, and then they were going around the room and all that, doing the train. They had gotten several of the ones that were wheelchairs, and these other kids were just wheeling them all over the place. Paige had somebody, and I said, who was that girl? I have no idea. I just met her and asked her if she wanted to be part of it. She said yes, and away we went. I'm like, okay. So it's just a wonderful, wonderful time. So we had it, and Dave and I had a really good time, really good dinner, and we played Kahoot. If you've ever played Kahoot, Dave and I need some pointers for next year. We absolutely suck at Kahoot. There was like 24 couples playing, and we came in 22nd out of 4 games. I think we finally moved up to 18th one time. But we were slow. We would think about it. We would try to process the answer. I would say one thing, he would say something else, and then we'd start thinking, which one is it? Well, then, time was going down. So if we did get the right answer, well, it didn't matter because we waited too late. So that didn't help us. But we had a good time. It was a lot of fun, even though we didn't win. But we didn't care if we were to win. But I'm like, could we at least come in not like 22nd out of 24 people? We did the same thing last year. And some of the ones, it was really funny. All of the ones that I knew just really quick, they were based on sitcoms, like older sitcoms and movies. And I knew all of those. And then they did have one that was Disney. My husband had absolutely no idea whatsoever. I knew all the answers. He's like, you're waiting too late. Don't think about it. So then I got us up on that one. That's the one we got up to 18th. Because I thought, okay, I'm not going to think about it. I'll just put the answer in. And once I started doing that, then I did get us moved up a little bit. I think for one question, we were up there in the top 10. But that was literally one question. And he's like, how do you know all this stuff? I felt pretty dang good because I knew something he didn't. But it was Disney, so I don't know if that's something you can really say you feel good because you're better at Disney than your husband. I don't know. But yeah, he doesn't follow Disney at all, and I was surprised that I knew so much, but I think it's because of the kids. And watching all the shows and things that the kids used to watch when they were younger, stuff Paige still likes to watch. And then we did have, at the end, they did have Frozen, which they had all of the princesses there, and they had the singing, and so all the kids were up there, and the princess was on stage singing, and the others were dancing, and so all the kids started singing Let It Go, and then there goes Paige singing Let It Go. And my husband's like, I don't know how long I'm going to be in here. I'm like, well, if you need to go out in the hall. But then we danced quite a bit too, and it was really fun. So we're already looking forward to next year. And next year, they've already gotten the date. It's going to be on February the 13th. So that's going to be fun because it's not that late in February, but it's going to be on the 13th next year, and that's all around the globe. Will be on the 13th. So that will be cool because then they can have a true Valentine theme. And so that was a lot of fun. That was our Friday night. And so that was like the whole excitement of the entire year until Christmas for us, but actually this year will be Maddie's wedding. So that will be our big excitement for this year, will be Maddie's wedding. I guess this whole section is going to be yellows and golds, but I love how shiny that these are. Very, very blingy. What I've been doing in diamond painting really is I've worked on this one, and I have done one other section in my extra large diamond painting, which is the one that's by Emma Casey, the Dragon Seasons. I think I'm going to focus on this one, and then I will go to Dragon Seasons and work on it until it's finished, because it's getting closer. That way, as long as it's done before February the 1st, I am good. But I'm going to wait until the last minute, and then I'm up for 3 days, no sleep, trying to get it done so I can win the bet between my husband and myself, because I will not let him win. There is no way. I will never, ever hear the end of it. So, and then I'll have to pay him back for not only the canvas, I will have to pay him for a nice dinner. So either way, it's a win-win. We're going to get a nice dinner. If I win, he's going to pay for it. Plus, he's paying for the canvas. If he wins, we're still going to a nice dinner, but he gets to choose which one. I'll have to pay for it, and I'll be paying for the canvas. And then if I win, he's going to pay that. He's already paid for that canvas, and then he is going to buy me another canvas. So it's a win-win, more so for me than it is for him, because I will win another canvas, plus I don't have to pay for the Dragon Seasons, which was expensive. And I don't have to listen to him constantly say, I told you it wouldn't do very well, that you wouldn't finish that diamond painting. And then I can say, yes, I told you, dude, I finished it. I am done. Will I ever do another diamond painting that is that large? Yes, I will. And there is another one that I heard is coming out. There was something that popped up on my Instagram, and I saved it. And I wasn't following this person. I can't even think of her name. I feel so bad. But if I find it again, I will put it underneath the description. She has a diamond, apparently she has an Etsy shop, and she had a diamond painting done, and it was an original. She created it, and so she was showing it on Etsy. The thing was larger than 7.5 feet. I think it has like 200 to 300 colors. It was insanely crazy. And she said if she had gotten enough people that were interested in it, that she would bring that to her shop and she would sell it. And I'm all there. It depends on how much it costs. I mean, if it's real expensive, I can't do it. But surely it's not going to be out of everyone's price range, or nobody else will be able to do it either, I'd assume. But I am going to check into that. So I am on the notifications for her, and when that thing is open for, I'm assuming, pre-order, again, depending on the price, I'm going to get that one. And it looks like it would be a lot of color blocking. So that would be good. And it was very colorful, so I don't think I would get bored with it. I don't mind doing large canvases as long as there's something else to see and not just one large landscape that doesn't have much except for greenery. I couldn't do that. But just like with Dragon Seasons, there's so much going on there that I love doing that one. That one is a lot of fun. I need to order another Emma Casey because I don't have another one. Once I finish this one, I won't have any more of hers. So I need to go on and see what all she has. Some of these are hard to see. I'm not using a light pad. I already had a really bad glare, so I didn't want to use a light pad just in case some of you are watching. It would make an even worse glare. But I've gotten quite a bit done. Diamond painting videos that are coming out for this week, I am going to do my work in progress. I've been planning it for a couple of weeks now, so I do want to do that. Also, I do need to get some of these unboxings done just so I can see for myself what all that I have. And if you guys get bored with unboxings, then I can stop doing that. But that would also give more content on the channel. If you like this video, please click on the like button. Also, if you haven't subscribed, I would love for you to do so. I have some prior videos that you might be interested in, such as my year in review. That one was a lot of fun for 2025. I also have a goals video that was out there as of this past week, and that one, it was short, but it goes over my goals for January and what I am planning on doing in February. So if you missed that, I will put that up at the top of the eye as well. And I would love to have you as a subscriber if you haven't already done so. We are definitely growing. I have recently hit 3,000 and I'm getting close to 3,100. So we are moving up, guys, moving up. I also will put underneath the description the actual Facebook link if you'd like to join us for the mini event, which is still going on, as well as my Crafty Diamond Facebook link. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and until next time, happy diamond painting. Bye!